Night of Champions is just a few days away, with the King of the Ring finals. Either Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes is going to be the 2025 King of the Ring winner. So I thought what I would do is give you my 5 favourite King of the Ring winners from the past, because I don't know the future ones. Now this is just my personal opinion. I'll tell you why I like them. So if your favourite isn't on here, I do apologise. So we'll see. No particular order. Okay, just going to say what I basically like. First on the list is the 2002 King of the Ring winner, Brock Lesnar. Back when he was in his rookie days. His first year, his first and only King of the Ring tournament, I believe. It would have been even better if he actually did face Stone Cold, but I'm sure we all know the story there. But I remember actually watching the actual pay-per-view of King of the Ring 2002. He went against Test, great match. Against RVD, great match. Well, the good matches are maybe like overhyping it a little bit. Seeing RVD taking a F5, great. I thought Test being a big guy as well, maybe he could actually defeat Brock Lesnar with the big boot. Like one of the most vicious finishes I've ever seen, even to this day. I love it. But seeing Brock Lesnar go on to SummerSlam, because back then you got a world title, I believe. Or was it just Brock Lesnar? I think it was just Brock Lesnar. So back then, at that time. Also going on to obviously defeat The Rock at SummerSlam to become the youngest WWE champion, having feuds with The Undertaker in the Hell in a Cell. Great, I do think you should have Brock Lesnar on your list. Up next we have Stone Cold Steve Austin in 1996. I believe Triple H was supposed to win that year, but obviously the whole curtain call happened, that's a different story. But Stone Cold cut in his 316 promo, he defeats Jake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts, sounds weird saying just Jake Roberts. And then obviously Jake the Snake was going through his whole Bible verses. So Stone Cold obviously cuts his own. You talk about your Psalms, you talk about John 3:16. Well, Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass. I remember in school, because I never had the internet, I always thought that the 3:16 was the time he was born. Weird, I know. But I don't think that's the reason Stone Cold became a main eventer, but for him to still basically be known as Austin 3:16, it clearly did something for him. And because it's memorable, I do think that's a good reason as to why he should be on here as the King of the Ring winner. Up next, you've got to mention Booker T. Better known as, well, for this video, King Booker. Obviously had his wife, Queen Sharmell, there. Booker T was thinking about leaving WWE for a bit. He decided to bring his wife along. Great. I hated Booker T as King Booker. I loved him as Booker T and I didn't want him to be King Booker. But he was a heel. I understand now that's what it's supposed to be. And for that reason, he's going to be on this list. And I believe he is the only King of the Ring winner to actually win a world title as a king, if that makes sense. I understand like Triple H has won it and Stone Cold's won it and like Bret Hart's won it. But as an actual king winning the World Heavyweight title and became a 6-time world champion. 5 in WCW, obviously, if you didn't know. And obviously that 1 there. So to me, he's probably one of the most memorable and who put the most effort into being the king. Up next, we have Edge. This is probably like a difficult one for me. I'm thinking who should I put on here? Should I put Bret Hart on here because he won it twice, but I didn't really know much about it, so I can't really be my favourite if you think about it. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, maybe Triple H won it, maybe be a bit different. Do I have Kurt Angle on here? So I'm going to go for Edge because I believe that's what started the feud with Christian. So I can remember Edge winning it and then Christian looking at the actual King of the Ring Cup. And obviously started going back and forth then. He didn't really become a main eventer until like about 4 years later when he won the Money in the Bank. He only went on to win like the Intercontinental Championship. So he's still like a mid-carder. But because Edge has won every single thing else, the fact that he won it back then, I'm putting him on the list for that reason. So it's probably a stupid reason, but yeah. And last but not least, going to go for Gunther. 2024 winner. Edge won 2001, I believe. Booker T 2006, I want to say. Stone Cold 1996. And Brock Lesnar 2002. I'm not 100% sure on the Booker T one, though. I'm sure it's 2006 that he won it. So, Gunther winning it. Okay, it becomes the King of the Ring. There's no crown, no scepter, no throne. Well, maybe there is the first time. People don't remind everyone of it. It's basically just the #1 contenders tournament. Okay, he goes on and wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Starting with a new reason for people to have a title match at SummerSlam. You don't just go in there. You've got to earn King of the Ring. So it builds up to a storyline rather than just a couple of weeks. It builds it to a couple of months. Nice, short, sweet video. Why don't you let me know your 5 favourites? Maybe it's William Regal. Maybe it's Billy Gunn. Maybe it's Mabel. Maybe it's Maybelline. It could be anyone who's actually won it. Or let me know your favourite. They don't have to be the best. Just give me your reason as to why you like them. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.